up, guys? I'm here at this event. This event took place March 23rd and 24th. I was just here on Saturday. I really wanted to document this amazing store. Unfortunately, it's closing, so they have some great stuff. The owner's name is Rudy. He has a team about three, so four including him, and I just want to reflect on what he had to say. I became a vendor at this event last year in November, so it seemed like everything was going great, and I did great that day when I became a vendor. And I just want you guys to listen what he had to say. He's going to give a speech and kind of reflect on what the next step is for him, so listen up.
So I always know that I always trust my heart and my instincts to follow what I feel is right. And I'm doing what I feel is right now for the next evolution of what this is going to become. Yes, this is the last Retromania. We have a special event coming up in 2 weeks, which I'll talk to you guys all about afterwards. But as to what's next, don't feel sad that this chapter's closing, okay? Just get ready for the next one, okay? That's all I can say. We have new friendships. We become a family community, right? I have my family here, my two daughters and their beautiful mother. Support goes a long way for a lot of people who don't have much. Okay, you guys supported me a lot, and I'm grateful for that. Money and things don't make me happy. It's people. And so with all you guys here, I'm grateful that every single one of you support me all the way. I know all you guys rally behind me. I know all you guys cheer me on. I know all you guys want to see this thing become bigger and better. Yeah, we have a lot of copycats, but it never comes out the same. All right, we're the authentic, the real McCoy. So I want you guys to do your absolute best this weekend. Smile, engage, talk, ask people why they love video games. What brought them here? Why Retrofix? Why Retromania? That's an important question. Okay? One I want to hear the answers to. Take time to get to know your people. Let them know about us.
I'm going to put the link on the description and go follow his Instagram. You know, he has a lot of stuff to say, and it seems like he's been doing this for a very long time. As you guys know, I started up at the Santa Cruz Flea Market, and I was selling there just random things, and kind of my passion for selling grew. And just barely maybe a year and a half ago, I started heading out to the Bay and started selling at Alameda, started networking with other people. The gentleman that got me into selling here and being part of this event, his name is Dummy Games, and he was a customer, or he is a customer of mine. And so he said, hey man, you got to go try this store out and go sell. And I did, and I met other people. And so I started following his social media. He talks about his story, you know, he talks about his struggles and how he ended up owning this amazing store. The first time I came to this store, I was blown out. It was so amazing seeing him have all the variety of stuff, the games, the popularity, man. People were coming in and out of that store on that weekend that I sell. And I brought a couple of games here today too to sell. Dummy Games allowed me to post up maybe 20 games or so. But I was really amazed, you know, the first time, and seeing him, you know, talk about his struggles really got me thinking, man, we could be at the top of the mountain, we could be, you know, king of the mountain, and just stuff happens and it brings us back down. And you know, I think there was 2 or 3 times that I saw him cry on his live stream, and it's like, man, he's very vulnerable, you know, to be able to be the head of something like this and then be down at his low where he has to shut down. But yeah, so I'm gonna post this information. I don't know if he's gonna continue the Retrofix Instagram page, but follow him. He has a lot of knowledge. He talks about, like I said, his struggles, and he's been doing it for a while. You could tell, you know. Another thing here that I want to point out, you know, like all this stuff is that vendors had here is all below market, guys. You know, like I'm gonna miss being a buyer and a seller here at this event, because you could find some amazing stuff, and it's not a huge event, you know. I think they say about 20 vendors, 25 vendors max maybe, and everybody has a little bit of good stuff, you know, and for vendors it gives us a place to kind of try to sell our most expensive stuff to our, you know, try to get rid of our back stock, and for the buyers, you know, they come out here and they meet new vendors. They find stuff at good deals, good prices, rare stuff, and so one thing I want to touch a note on is that he said in his speech, community, really talked about community, and that resonated with me. That I had a conversation with one of my friends about the different people that you meet in different areas. Like I said, I was in Santa Cruz and mostly was selling. When I moved to Salinas, I was selling in Salinas events. We have the Red Barn, we have the Salinas Valley Tow Show. We also have now Nerdville, that's I think maybe 4th year. So I was very comfortable with the environment and the community around. I got to know a lot of vendors until, like I mentioned you guys, that I started to expand and started going out to the Bay, San Jose. This is in Campbell. You meet other types of vendors and other types of people, that I find it very interesting how each little pocket has its own culture, its own vibe, its own lingo, its own way of doing things. And for us, how, for me, that you could say I'm a nomad, because I'm going from one place to another, and I'm, networking with other people, how I, interact with them, interact with the customers, and interact with my fellow vendors. And it's very interesting. I those that know me, that I like to talk a lot of shit, and that gets me in trouble. But as I gotten older, I've learned how to be like, oh fuck, you know what? Like, yeah, you're right. I'm going overboard, or I might be saying something I shouldn't be saying. My old self would have been like, fuck them, fuck their feelings. I don't really care about them. And I guess now that I'm a senior citizen, or 10 years from a senior, 15 years from a senior citizen, because I think it's 55 once you start getting the discounts. I'm 40 now. It's kind of taught me to kind of slow down and just be observant and see how people are, and just listen more than to kind of push my opinion on my beliefs on others. So just a little mental thought there. Like I said, guys, this video is meant for you guys to just kind of see what was out there that day. Amazing games, and I wanted to document, and I can't stress that out. I wanted to document this store because, for me, one of the biggest goals is to maybe open up a store like this one day, and I would do little things different, but the layout, the vibe, the brick New York walls, like shit, like the glass casing with all these posable anime figures, some Dragon Ball, just amazing stuff. I would like to have this. I had a customer / kind of friend that just passed away. His name was Daniel, and one day he calls me, man, I had a heart attack or stroke, and I went to go see him, and he was all swollen up, and he said, you know what, I have some stuff I want to get rid of. I took it under consignment. We talked, and I told him, hey man, like, you look pretty bad, like, what's going to happen if you pass away? What am I going to do with this? And he just kind of laughed and really didn't say much. And so guys, this has a good ending. I think I'm really going to push myself to open up this store in his memory, and kind of just a testament that like what's happening here with Rudy. He went 100%, 110%. It didn't work out, but it's the journey he took. And I think a lot of us are scared. A lot of us are scared to take those steps to do something with our lives, and that fear of failure. So with him and his ideas that he wanted to have a diecast store, a Hot Wheels store, I'm going to push myself and let him guide me. And if I failed, I fail. If I do good, I do good. But I'm going to take this journey, and his passing has really opened my eyes to really, really, really go for this. Goal of mine is to have a good, solid store where I could sell video games, music, sports memorabilia, trading cards, and just have a community where people could come in and touch and feel things. So, on that note, just enjoy the video. If you don't want to hear me talk, mute me. But this store has amazing stuff. And like I said,